All right, let's just go ahead and skip the bullshit. So here we go. North Korea swapped with the US. This is gonna be the first swap video in Millennium Dawn. And it's actually been one of the most requested, even more so than Germany swapped with Israel. So Kim Jong-un now controls the most powerful country in the world. And I'm also interested to see, since he's communist, what kind of impact is that gonna make? Obviously, because they share the same ideology with China, will we see a lot more nations convert to this ideology? Now, as for Trump and the US, they're gonna have to deal with, you know, kind of a lot over here. The Korean Peninsula will be a whole lot safer, but there's some other neighbors that probably have some hard feelings. I just wanna know who's gonna take over as the new, like, flagship democratic nation. I'm thinking either Russia or Germany, or maybe the UK. Or you know what, even India, maybe. I could see them totally forming a faction with the US over here. Trudeau, you know, I gotta admit, I kind of feel bad for you. I don't know what the hell you're gonna do in this situation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're fucked either way. North Korea, why did you move the capital to Houston? I mean, last I heard, I think it still has a lot of water damage. Well, nonetheless, this could technically help Mexico out. In a real quick war, maybe they can grab it. Finally, for the last time, the next time you see me, I will be shaving my head. That's this Saturday. I have my clippers all ready to go. It looks kind of weird, but it should get the job done. But before I do, you guys have always asked me to do a Bob Ross parody, so I'll be doing a little episode called Joys of Painting with Fuckboy, and I'll say it'll probably be the fucking weirdest video I've ever released. Okay, this video just took a very strange turn. In the first year, Germany now has Martin Schulz, France has Marie Le Pen, and of course Jeremy Corbyn is in the UK. How did this all happen at once? Oh, okay, game, that hits a little bit too close to home. Shouldn't this have been a starting conflict? And there we go. So I guess there's already some collaboration between Kim Jong-un and China. I do want to reassure Americans now living under North Korean rule. I'm assuming because of this name, Democratic People's Republic, you're in good hands. Oh no, so China's already starting to pressure the US, bringing divisions up along this border. But if that doesn't concern you, the fact that North Korea is actually building functioning nukes probably should. Oh my God, Canada. What are you doing? You should seriously reconsider this, please. Don't. There's 300 days before the possible conflict. Of course, they might bitch out before then. And while we wait for that, of course, there's other conflicts going on around the world, like this one in Indochina. And also Morocco versus Algeria, which I think the Moroccans usually win. Damn, that was fast. Okay, it's only 2019, and there really hasn't been any major wars. But this world tension's pretty high. Most of the conflicts are in Africa. Again, nothing too big is happening though. Well, Turkey's taken out Syria. That's kind of a big deal. I mean, it might lead to something much larger. And here we go. Are they gonna do it? Any day now. Boom, there it is. I'm shocked that they actually did it. I have a feeling this is not gonna go as well as they're expecting. Wait a second, I'm now just starting to think, I wonder how fucking crazy this wall would be like now. China's just declared their first war. Not really a big conflict, but the fact that they're doing something is interesting. All right, so this isn't necessarily as one-sided as I thought it would be. Canada kind of has a chance. Well, no, they don't have a chance, but they were doing all right. The first faction is formed under the European Federation, and this looks like it's gonna be mainly a former Soviet team. It might grow further than that, but usually it stays right around here. North Korea, come on. You could have done something a little bit more interesting than this. I mean, Canada's already our puppet in real life. I kind of wanted to see something less realistic. But then again, I guess it shouldn't be that surprising. That's generally what this ideology does. The revolution has begun, comrades. Oh, that's a rather interesting notification. There's the good old Turkey versus Greece war. This conflict goes either way. I've seen both sides win. And it looks like the second faction has just formed up. The Middle Eastern Entente. Oh, okay. Well, it's not really much at the moment, but I'll keep my eyes on it. Oh, Estonia just joined that faction, which they're about to die. Yep, they're dead. Oh, that's not them. Well, they're about to die at any second now. I think it's a little too late. Turkey probably won't get... Oh, no, they got called in. Wow, you really messed up. Yep, even Lithuania joined in. That was interesting. So, like, I knew that the Baltics were going to get taken out by Russia. I've never seen all three of them join the same faction out of desperation, though. We also have Iran versus Jordan, which I don't know how Jordan took out Iraq. Yeah, that's kind of surprising. And it looks like Donald Trump just got impeached or died, one or the other. John Kasich just took over. Man, some of these cameos we see are just so fucking weird. I don't know why every time I see this conflict, I'm always thinking of EU4. Seriously, guys, when are you just gonna give it a rest? Just call it now. Can you be friends? Damn, Spain? Okay, they don't usually win this war that easily. I'm assuming because Morocco was at war with Algeria, that probably weakened them. Oh, here we go. Here's our first big old peace deal. Russia, Lebanon, they took 11 states? Why? How did Russia even allow this? Well, I'm glad you've decided to make some beautiful borders for us. We now have to look at this for the rest of the game. Oh man, okay, so that's gonna lead to some pretty big conflicts, and I'm sure it won't take too long before North Korea eventually joins. Also, Pakistan just ate Afghanistan, while Iran slowly takes out the Middle East. Oh, I kinda had a feeling this was gonna happen. I don't necessarily like it, but I did notice these countries weren't really doing much. They tend to be very peaceful before they do some shit like this. It's a little more strange that Marie Le Pen or Jeremy Corbyn didn't join it though. Like, those are some pretty big members missing. Well, either way, this was kind of the perfect response to the fact that, you know, the US isn't here anymore, while communism kind of starts to slowly spread again. Oh, and the Italian dude is in charge. Wow, all right. That's a little weird. Well, let's just hope he does better than other Italian leaders. Just stay out of Africa, please. John Kasich won the election. Wow, that's kind of surprising. It must have been pretty close. Yeah, really close. Oh shit, what are you doing? This is going to cause World War III. The EU is about to attack the Russian faction. Which reminds me, it's 2021. There really isn't very many teams in this game. Usually by this point, there's at least a couple big factions. Oh, and China, by the way, is attacking Vietnam, since Laos was the only member of their faction. Hey, good job, Greece. They're cleaning up these borders pretty nicely. I don't know who you took out, but that looks a whole lot better. Oh, Ukraine might just stop the biggest conflict we've seen so far. If they can take them out before the EU join in. Well, they have plenty of time, that's for sure, but it's gonna be close. Wait a second, Putin's not gonna do anything about this? They're just gonna let their faction member get killed? I don't know. I think something bad still gonna happen. Ukraine just joined the African Entente, because I'm assuming they've been playing a lot of VR chat. Oh, and that's just great, Kim Jong-un. Very nice. Just attacking Mexico. Yeah, I don't think they even have a chance here, even if Houston isn't that far away. Wait a second, I think something really bad is happening. Maybe it's caused by the Indian-Pakistan war. I was just noticing a lot of people were joining factions. Okay, well, Mexico just joined a faction. It's not that powerful, though. Oh, Iran just joined the African Entente, which is definitely gonna help Ukraine. I'm assuming Putin is now going, no, he's not attacking them yet. Okay, yeah, so I kind of figured something like this would happen. Yeah, that Russian war is about to start up. It's also nice to see India back with the old British Raj borders. Is there such thing as perfect India? I kind of feel like they're close. Nice job, Iran, taking 5 states and puppeting Yemen and Transjordan. Iranian Transjordan. I guess I'm not the only trans person here. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. The EU have 410 divisions. 410 divisions. Russia, on the other hand, 71. Yeah, just 71. They're fucked. I mean, even China has less than 200, so I don't see how anyone else can win this. Well, there you go. China, by the way, just puppeted Vietnam and Cambodia. Oh, okay, they just joined the Russian faction, which means they're now by themselves in the middle of the African Entente. They're doing all right, though. Oh, and also, the EU just officially joined, so that's why we're actually seeing some movement here. And this border with Finland is actually gonna help quite a bit, too. I kind of forgot about this front. Mexico's dead, but Kim Jong-un is still technically in a war. There hasn't been a peace deal just yet. Oh, and China is finally justifying against the US in North Korea. Damn, it is about time. It's 2022. Why'd you guys wait so long? Oh my god, Jeremy, how could you? He's helping Russia. And there we go. So the US and John Kasich are dead. Although, they were pretty smart and they joined that African Entente, which means China is now at war with the EU. France, for some reason, did the same exact thing, which was pretty much like committing suicide. And just like that, somehow China is already, oh wow, they're getting, yeah, Pyongyang is getting nuked in a whole different strange universe, because this is the US capital. Yeah, and I think China just accidentally nuked their own fucking divisions. Yep, they're gone now. It's all good. You're China. There's plenty more where that came from. Jeremy's trying his best to fight the EU and everyone else in the African Entente, but I don't think this is gonna be enough, guys. Well, it was a nice try, US, but obviously they weren't gonna last very long. Brazil had the bright idea to join the Mexican faction, or whatever it was called beforehand. I don't know why it's called the African Entente now. We now have 2 teams that are named the same. Anyways, I'm assuming with time, we'd eventually see the Koreans make it in South America, but that'd probably take a while. So at this point in the video, it would probably take a couple hours before any of these conflicts get resolved, because the AI is just, you know, not very competent. I'm assuming the EU would win, and North Korea would probably win their own war in the New World. The US is dead. They really didn't even have a chance. I mean, they didn't form any teams with South Korea or Japan. They basically just died. That's depressing. Kim Jong-un, on the other hand, took over all of North America, and I'm assuming they would eventually spread communism to all of the New World. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you Saturday for Paintbrush D-Day. And of course, big thanks to Jacob Scott, Wyone, Dank Meme Dealer 69420, Furry Cruz, Ethan Johnson, Hitler Did Nothing
Demonetized,
Jacob W, Kirby, Stormblade, Elfie, Elijah Senpai, and finally, Drew, you didn't say my last name. If you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon page in the description down below.